What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, you see this piece of crap up here? This guy's 30-year-old Keith Hill, and this story's out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It broke last night. This 30-year-old man is accused of, it's early in the video, so I'm gonna be nice with my wording, violating a woman in Miami Beach as she rollerbladed. And this guy right here is a sexual predator out of Illinois who failed to register in Florida, where he was currently staying. Guys, there's a video out here of him running up on this girl. And I'm not going to show it. I mean, it doesn't really show nothing, but I mean, it made me uneasy just looking at it. And it shows how vulnerable a lot of people are out here. Not just women, just people minding their business, doing all types of, activities. Now, we've covered the Central Park lady that was sunbathing and she was violated. We covered a lot of the stories where people just minding their business and, people would come out and attack them. This is the same type of story. This guy right here, the lady was rollerblading. He was sitting on a bench. He's sitting there watching her. She goes by, not paying him no mind. He runs and jogs behind her and grabs her from the back. And I'll read, the stuff to give you some detail. But for now, take a look at this news article. This dude right here, there's no way he's breathing right now. Crimes like this, they need to be shown the flowers immediately. Take a look.
Now to a safety alert. A man is behind bars accused of raping a woman who is out rollerblading on Miami Beach. And Local 10 crime specialist Bridget Matter is joining us live from Miami Beach with more on what we're learning about this suspect. Bridget.
Well, Sinella, police told us that this is not the first time that this man is accused of committing sex crimes. He's a registered sex offender in another state. Now he's accused of violently raping a woman here in Miami Beach. This is a new mugshot for 31-year-old Keith Hill Jr., accused of violently raping a woman in Miami Beach. The brutal attack happened early Tuesday morning when investigators say the woman was rollerblading along the popular Miami Beach beach walk. Hill is accused of sneaking up behind the woman and pulling her into the bushes. Police say cameras captured what happened, which gave detectives a lead on their suspect, issuing a be on the lookout flyer to all local agencies. Sunny Isles officers recognized Hill from an encounter at a local park one day before the sexual battery. Days later, officers in Hollywood spotted Hill at a beach.
He was attending the beach, and one of their beach patrol officers observed him from the flyer that we disseminated.
According to Miami Beach police, he's cooperating with their investigation. He's currently booked in the Broward County Jail on unrelated charges of a failure to register as a sex offender violation and providing a false ID charge. Soon he'll be taken to a jail in Dade County, but he refused to appear for a bond hearing Saturday.
For the record, Judge, he refused.
As we're speaking, our investigators are working with our partners at the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office to secure an arrest warrant. Once the arrest warrant is prepared and signed by a judge, we'll be able to extradite the offender from the Broward County Jail to Miami-Dade County.
We checked into his background and found he's listed as a sex offender in Illinois. The woman who survived this, her identity will not be revealed because she's a victim of sexual battery, so she's protected by law, but police say they are offering her some services to aid in her recovery. We're live in Miami Beach. Bridget Matter, Local 10 News.
All right, guys, I'm going to read you this small article real quick about this guy and this story. And it reads as follows. Miami rapist is Illinois sex predator who failed to register. And it reads as follows. A 30-year-old man accused of raping a woman in Miami Beach is a sexual predator in Illinois who failed to register, police say. The public Illinois database of sexual offenders shows Keith Hill of Freeport, Illinois, also known as Eric LaValle, was convicted in Stevenson County nearly a decade ago, and he has failed to maintain accurate registration records. According to his profile, Hill was 21 years old when he was convicted of 2 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse of a victim between ages 13 and 16. He was also convicted of a violation of the sex offender registration. According to Broward Sheriff's Office inmate records, Hill was is at Broward County Main Jail on Saturday in Fort Lauderdale after his arrest on Friday in Hollywood, Florida. A police officer in Hollywood Beach reported recognizing him from a flyer at the Miami Beach Police Department distributed after a woman reported a rapist targeted her on Tuesday when she was rollerblading on a beach walk near 23rd Street. Records show Hill is facing charges in Broward County for giving false identification to a law enforcement officer, sex offender violation for failing to register as required, and failure to comply with the registration law. Records also show Hill has a Miami-Dade County hold for sexual battery and kidnapping charges in the pending case. Detectives asked anyone the information about call Miami-Dade. Crime Stoppers 305-471-8477. Didn't mean to read that, but I did. What does this news article tell us? This guy's an idiot and he's calculated. Keith Hill, failure to register everywhere he goes. This guy wanders from place to place. Still ain't got his life together at 30 years old. Don't want to be known as a sexual offender, but causing multiple sexual offenses. Why is this guy even still breathing or even out? Be honest, because that video that I seen, I mean, it wasn't violent. I mean, it was uncomfortable to watch. And this guy right here, if you see the video, you know what? I'm gonna show it to y'all. Fuck it, I'm gonna just show it to y'all. Look. Did y'all see that? He jogged behind this girl. There was somebody in front of him. I mean, in front of that girl. He grabbed her so swiftly and covered her nose and throat that the person in front didn't even hesitate to look back. Then he pulled her to the side and he choked her out till she was unconscious. Then he picked her up and took her in the bushes and had his way with her. Was fucking with that. I could have been anybody's mom, anybody's daughter, anybody's sibling. This guy saw something, he went right after it. I told you before, it's going to be a point now where you're going to start seeing people just walking down the street and just people jumping out of vans, just grabbing them and throwing them in vans and driving off while they screaming for their life. This guy did it like a Neanderthal. Seen her, probably sitting on a bench, saw her, oh, I like how she looked. Jump off, jog. The whole time he's jogging, he ain't even thinking about the bad that he's doing. He only thinking about getting his shit off. People like this that will go through any length for their own personal satisfaction shouldn't be in society. This guy right now need to be asleep somewhere permanently. Did you see in the court thing? He refused to come to court. Oh, really? Anytime they don't refuse to come to court, I make them guilty immediately. Okay, well, he don't want no fair treatment or whatever, this bullshit they be giving these people that they find red-handed that do this type of shit. Oh, yeah. Okay, he won't show up? Okay, we'll charge him as guilty. We'll get the sentencing date. I want to see his face then. Yeah, well, they're going to sentence you in 3 days. You know what I mean? Shouldn't be all these different stipulations. When you find somebody doing something, it don't take a genius as human beings that interact with each other. Why somebody does something and all this other stuff. So all this due process and all this other stuff, I don't even know why they even fuck with that. That man raped that girl. He was horny as hell. He wanted some pussy. He went and did what he had to do. Or he felt he had to do. Either way, he got to go. Him and a lot of other people. You're a sex offender. You don't want that moniker on you, but you're still doing stuff that institutes you being such. Every place you go, you know you're supposed to do that, but you ain't do it. Either way, man, I'm finished. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's a damn shame how he did that woman, man. You know what I'm saying? She minding the business. Probably something she do every day. She just came across the path of this monster. Sinful. See you in the next video. Take care.